Welcome
Welcome
to
to
Shade in the
Shadeinthecity.
City. I'm your girl Treese,
It's Nels.
and today we are here to do our I'm sorry, y'all. Blame me. It's me. I was down bad after y'all last saw us. Okay, I was down real bad. I needed some rest and some meds, and
TLC.
yeah, I can't tell you if it was allergies or a cold or whatever, but it was not working with me. Anyway, so we're back to do Love and Marriage DC. This is season 3, episode 14, but it's the reunion part 3. And yeah, let's get into it because I was telling Nails last night. Again, I was down bad, y'all. We were supposed to do this last night, and I told Nails I was fired up and I wanted to talk about it, but I couldn't because my eyes was all puffy and I had things coming out of orifices that just shouldn't have. It was real fun. But yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure y'all hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's jump right into it and let's get shady. Nels thinks she slick. I saw her head bobbing.
You did?
She thinks she slick. Y'all think I be the only one back here dancing.
No, you be twerking. You be all about your feet.
Okay. Anyway, let's not tell background secrets. Anyway, we're picking up at the reunion, and Carlos wants to get into the couples retreat. Carlos asks Joy about her feelings on Black cheating with Sherelle while he was dating her real good homegirl, or her bestie. So Joy, now I will say, and I think I've said this before when this was brought up. I really wish they would just bring the young lady out here so she could speak for herself and her experience
She
instead of
probably is so far removed from that. She probably don't give a damn no more.
right. But that's what I'm saying. But all these subliminal mentions and to your point, it's crazy that she could be so far removed, but here we are. Joy, this is like main part of her storyline, right?
I think it's that plus she feels like, Black did her wrong. So it's like that adds to his horrible character. I think it's not just the fact that he feels like, she cheated on the best friend, but it's also, it's just showing that he's just a bad dude.
Okay, well, yeah, her friend thought they were still together, is my understanding. So Carlos asked Black if Sherelle was.
After Black explained it too, it sounded like Black knew that they were still together too. He was like that. He was saying it. Sherelle got quiet after she said, "Oh, well, we were just discussing business." But Black actually admitted there was messages and phone calls that were inappropriate that I shouldn't have been having while I was in a relationship.
Okay.
To him, he didn't cheat because they weren't intimate.
Okay.
But emotionally cheated.
Okay. He did admit to emotionally cheating. So, but he denies Sherelle, that Sherelle was a side chick, and says that, he just took her home that day. And they just kept the conversation going from there. Now Sherelle tries to speak up and defend herself and says that, it was a career day or something that he was trying to get her to, do. As Nell said, at the end of the day, it was still emotionally cheating because he was giving her compliments and whatnot. So then Black jumps on Joy to avoid about her avoiding this conversation for so many months. Winter chimes in and says Black was the only one who basically didn't get to share his side of the story. And no one deserves to have their character attacked. But then Carlos asks her if she'll be apologizing to Yusha, and she says absolutely not. No, sir.
She quickly said no.
So then Carlos gives Yusha a minute to plug his brand before he boots him off stage. And then Yusha gets into how, him and Winter didn't work out and ended amicably after 4 months. He says that Winter is great for reality TV with her props and wigs. And Winter wants Yusha off the stage. And Carlos tells Winter, just, take your time as you're selecting your next. Oh, yeah. And you say, oh, that's good.
I used to say.
back. Go ahead, girl.
Then it was time for the throuple conversation. So they invited Carmen out, and everybody was on mute. Not a clap, not a hi, not a wave, not a nothing. Although Winter was nice and said, welcome to the all white couch, because they both had all white. So, Winter's just nice. She's just a nice person. So,
what do you think of Carmen's look?
Huh?
What do you think of Carmen's look?
I never think much of Carmen's look.
Oh.
So Carlos wanted to know why Joy wouldn't even look at Carmen, and she gave like a nice little answer, but it was still, you just felt the shade behind it. She was like, well, you was asking her a question, so I ain't really see no need. Joy, they ain't going looking at girls' direction. Okay. Now, when he asked if they ever had a threesome,
Joy said, yeah, Joy is hurt.
Yeah, she's definitely hurt.
Joy's hurt.
I understand why.
No, because I feel like she didn't want to look at her, because I felt like it might have made her emotional. Because you could see how Carmen was looking directly at her every time she addressed her. Like, she had no...
And she didn't realize that she was dead ass wrong.
Right.
Or she has it in her mind, and she made up all these rebuttals for anything that Joy can throw at her,
right,
to make herself feel like she's not wrong. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he asked if they ever had a threesome. She said, hell no. Clifton said him and Carmen have never been intimate. Carlos asked why the friendship is now fractured. And Joy basically said, you need to ask her.
Right.
That's a her question. Carmen said that it was because Arena basically throwing salt in the game. Okay. Arena said no. Okay. She did voice her opinion when she felt that it was inappropriate for her to be posting somebody else's whole man constantly without her even in the video. Okay. And then mentions that then Carmen took them down. But girl, if you felt like nothing was wrong, why you even take them down?
Well, that part.
I got super defensive because I wanted to. You need to be worried about your own business. Okay. Arena said, girl, don't blame me, okay, for why your friendship didn't end. And she's basically, I can do what I want, whatever. Arena told her that she was raggedy and a non-motherfucking bastard. I said, we brought it back to Tammy, not Tammy. Right.
Well, a lot of people jumped on her too. They was like, oh, you really out here acting. You using old plugs and old, references from other people. That's,
Well, that wasn't even Tammy.
Tammy said it first, but then Evelyn.
Well, no, it was Evelyn. It was Evelyn that said it to Tammy. But so basically, Carmen told her that she needs some, basically of her own business, okay, because she is too much into hers, worried about what's going on in her Instagram. And then Arena told her she need to get a man. She said, "Girl, I got a man, and you met him."
Winter admits that she met the man too.
It was giving senile for a second. I don't know what was going on. She completely forgot that she met this man. But then she said that he must have been a renter man.
I feel like somebody else used that too.
You just saying girl ain't original at all.
No, I feel like somebody done said that to Giselle or something.
So Joy cleared up for her and told her, girl, you basically said, I wasn't your friend. And talking about me to people that don't like me. Basically, you should have PR'd that shit. Okay. And she feels like, she has no loyalty and that Carmen was moving weird. Carmen says that she doesn't understand why she's so upset because everything that she told her, she told it to her face. So it really wasn't no secret. And Joy is basically saying that whether it was a secret or not, whether you told it to me or not, why
would you say it to these people? Right.
Okay.
Especially when they don't with me.
And then also as Clifton, she's like, Clifton, did she ever tell me that she wasn't my friend? Did she ever tell you that? So that whole BS about everything that you said to them, you said to me is BS.
Can I just say how bothered I was by Clifton's silence this whole time?
just how she was bothered.
That's what irritated me the most about this particular scene, was how quiet he was. I understand letting women, he doesn't want to come off petty or, addressing a woman, but even in that moment on that stage, I felt like Clifton did not protect her.
That's what she was talking about at the on the trip.
Deep Creek, yeah.
So yeah, now of course Carmen tried to clear it up, but her and Carlos got in that ass. Okay, there's no clearing up. Okay, but you're dead wrong. Okay, yeah. Carlos asked Clifton, since your wife has your best friend blocked, okay, what would happen if you had to choose between the two, between your wife and your best friend? He said he thinks it's just a communication error and they'll work it out. And the look on Joy's face, like, can you answer the question, please?
Right.
What type of answer is that? Okay. Then,
well, I will say, I was watching a shout out to DJ Richie Sky. I was watching his interview with Carmen. I think he did it like 2 weeks ago. This is before this particular part of the reunion even aired, but she was saying how after the reunion, I think that she checked on him or something like that. He didn't respond to her, and then they saw each other at an event or something like that, or he attended one of her events, and then they had words and they haven't spoken since. So I guess they have went their separate ways. So I will give Clifton that. I guess eventually he did get where Joy was coming from, because there was some type of breakdown. Now, was it because of Joy or
getting into it with Carmen versus standing up for your wife?
I'm just delivering the message.
I guess it's the same end result, but it took you having whatever. So right. Basically Joy, she's like, she doesn't really know if that's going to be the case, and told Carmen that, she really made her feel devalued by the words that she used, and really got her ass about talking to everybody, about her. She says whether it's things that, they discussed or not. Well, I already said that. And then tells her that, if she values him, well, you got to value me, or at least show me respect. Right. Yeah. Then, I don't know, then Carmen got into how she didn't feel that Joy was defending her when it came down to the throuple rumors. And she's like, girl, that one time out of the thousands of time, Carlos gets into
Carmen. I will say that was another part, a major part of her interview, is she kept talking about how she felt like Carmen and Clifton and Joy could have shut that down when people asked them, like, oh, what's going on? They could have easily said, no, she has a man. We went on, because apparently they were on Below Deck.
But you said it too. They showed a clip where she was talking about them being a throuple.
I get what you're saying. I'm just the messenger. I'm just telling you that this is what she's standing on. Is that she said if she were Clifton or Joy, she would have stood 10 toes down. And if somebody would have said something that was untrue about her, she would have shut it down and said there's absolutely no relationship between outside of friendship between either one of them.
Let me tell you something. I feel like that's BS, because I feel like.
Well, happy I watched that interview on the way home. Go ahead.
I feel like. Well, I'm about to sneeze. Okay, wait. Is it going away? Sorry. Okay.
Your sneeze?
Yes, I think I put it away. Okay, so for me, I feel like if I was Joy, I feel like I would have thought that it really doesn't even bother Carmen, because she says it also. So I think that if it did bother Carmen, she needed to say, yo, I would like for you to stand up for me more with this situation, or, put these rumors to bed or something, say something. Otherwise, to me, I feel like you're feeding into it by talking about it too. You're saying it too. So why would I even think that you have an issue with it? And Carmen said, Joy said the same thing. She was like, well, why didn't you tell me that you needed me to stand up for you? Because boo, you out here talking about us being a throuple.
Right.
Why would you need, you know what I'm saying? So Carlos gets into, the end of the show, how Joy was emotional in some unseen footage about her relationship, and basically she said that she wasn't happy because she didn't feel protected, and basically at Deep Creek. And she says if you look on social media, he still partners, best friends, all the BS, okay, with Carmen. And she said that she loves Clifton with all her heart, but when it comes to Carmen, they will never, ever, ever, ever be
You
on the
stupid.
same page. That's what she did. All right, that's what
She
she
meant
did.
that though.
You said what?
She meant that though.
Um, she said we can't agree on this.
And then she wants basically she wants Clifton to say that Carmen is what I'm getting. Clifton says he didn't like the choice of words, but he never told Carmen that she was wrong. And then Carlos addresses how he isn't hearing what Joy is saying. Thank God for Carlos.
He actually asked Clifton to say it to Carmen. What bothered me about this scene is when it came for time to for him to say it to her, he completely shifted the conversation and was like, "Oh, but I feel like you're blaming me," and then it was never brought back up again. So he completely got out of
He
telling
deflected
Carmen
it.
her face.
You know what I think is
I was hoping that Carlos like held on to that, like, okay, like I saw what you did right there, but then brought it back and was like, okay, but you never said it to Carmen. I was so hoping that he would do it, but
only thing I heard him say to Carmen was that she was a very attractive woman. Um, but what I what I will say is that I in this moment I felt really bad for Joy. I was telling Nels, I was like, she is a true Pisces because she is putting her emotional well-being to the side to keep this man happy. Because I think I've said over and over and over, I feel like she does not want to be on the show. And I think she is doing this for Clifton. And then we see that when it comes time for him to put her feelings into regard and put her first, I can understand why she feels defeated and why she seems so emotionally because in my mind she doesn't even want to do this, and now you got me in a situation I'm being attacked and you ain't even gonna ride for me like you need to. I felt that. I was like, I saw that Pisces and I was like, oh baby, I felt bad for her. But yeah, so outside of that, Carlos asked how the marriage is now. Joy takes up for Clifton, and it even goes to, but we're newlyweds. We're still getting to, and I said, girl, stop caping for this man because he's not doing that on the other side for you. And we've seen him throughout the season throw you under the bus. I know we love. I know, but damn, girl, like, so yeah. Anyway, she says,
this is what his third marriage.
I think so. Yeah, his third or fourth marriage. But they said they're in a good place now. And I love when Carlos hinted to it. He said, "So how's everything now? Have you guys been separated?" And I was like, because that was word on the street that one of the couples. I never confirmed who it was supposed to be, but everybody kept saying that, oh, there's a couple that's not even living together, and they just putting on for the show, and it made me think it was them two. But they say they still have up and downs, but they're in a better place. And Carmen,
There it goes.
Carmen does apologize to Joy. She does receive it. And then, Carlos gets into what everybody else is doing. Joy's working on her music still. Clifton's working. Bless you.
Thanks.
I was going to say, you have two more. You sneeze in threes. You got another one coming. Clifton is working on getting a pilot's license because he's trying to overcome his fear of flying.
No sense to me, but whatever. It's money.
You're funny. But I wonder if my whole thing is what happened to the beer. I would have liked to hear an update on the beer. Winter is in a new relation.
Because you're shady as hell.
I'm just saying. Winter is in a new relationship and is getting some D. Congratulations, girl. Ashley's books have sold out and the kids are working. Okay. And I always, she calls him, was it Shmoo? But I do know I see him online. He is a DJ Sauce God. He be out here making his money at these events and these kid parties. I'd be like, okay. He is a little quick. It's really cute. Quick says he's going to keep working on his family goals and trying to spend more time. And he says that he does want to slow down. Jamie says that he loves retirement and spending time dating his wife. He says he has no beef with any of his castmates, even though Ashley ain't really feeling him. And Ashley just looked at him like, "Yeah, I ain't feeling you." Raina gives Carlos with the Ray Ray wig. And Carlos does end it with, we need to have a talk about how we plan to move forward because he loves the show and wants to continue to see them. And we all know Winter's not coming back. I believe Ashley is still on the fence, and I hope they don't make Carmen a full time cast member.
Do you think that Ashley,
With Raina and Jamie.
yeah, Ashley and Jamie, and I'm sorry, Ashley and Quick and Jamie and Arena will ever be friends again?
I think if it were to happen, it would be because they have to do this show. Like, and I don't think Quick wants to do it anymore. Ashley said in the live, Quick never wanted to do it. She had to beg him to do so, and now that it's just gotten so toxic, and he wants to slow down. So I think that
and it probably doesn't put him in the best light either.
Right. So I think he's ready to just kind of fall back, and so I don't know. Without the love and the marriage, Quick is there, but if he's not going to be there as a supporting member to Ashley, then what are we really? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I definitely think that Tyler should come back. Like I said, we like seeing them. We like seeing their family dynamic. If Joy and Clifton are going to give us something, as far as the real, because I think that they have more probably issues and drama in their marriage and instead of focusing on that, they like to focus on other things. I don't necessarily care to see Carmen again for another season, but hey, if that's what they want to do, so be it. But I just don't know what type of cast will come back. I don't know, but yeah, y'all. So that's pretty much wrapping up the love and the marriage that happens in the DMV. If you have not already, please, please, please make sure that you hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And as y'all know, we are going live tomorrow with our lovely co-host, Willie B, for the Never Ever Mets review panel. So we can, get into that foolishness. And I guess we found out about Josh having a baby on a girl. So this episode coming. So I actually am anxious to see it and talk about it. So yeah, make sure y'all join us over there or here at 9:30 tomorrow for the Never Ever Mets. But anyway, y'all have a great weekend. If we don't see you, happy Cinco de Mayo. Bye-bye.
Good night.